The 20th SOCA meeting for the ASCC, which took place in Luang Prabang, concluded with a success. According to the Director General of the Mass Media Department, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Pinprathana Phanthamaly, who is also ASEAN-Laos Senior Official Committee for ASCC and member of ASEAN National Committee of Information and Culture. During the meeting, participants were able to reach main objectives, especially the approval of Laos' 2 priorities in the labor and cultural sector. Details with the news team, Thipphaphone VONGPHOTHONG, who is there covering the event.
The 20th SOCA meeting held in Luang Prabang on the 2nd of June 2016, and it was participated by all SOCA leaders from member states and also from Deputy General Secretary of ASEAN and ASEAN team.
Speaking to our news team after the meeting, Director General of the Mass Media Department, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Pinprathana Phanthamaly, who is also ASEAN-Laos Senior Official Committee for ASCC and member of ASEAN National Committee of Information and Culture, said that the 20th SOCA meeting, which was participated by representatives from the SOCA member states and the Deputy Secretary General of the ASEAN Secretariat, completed with fruitful outcomes.
The meeting today, we reached the goals that we already set up, and all member states are very happy that they have a meeting with fruitful outcomes.
According to him, in the meeting, participants were able to reach aim purposes, especially the approval of Laos' 2 priorities in the labor and cultural sector. The 2 priorities have been developed and translated into Vientiane Declaration on transition from informal employment to formal employment towards decent work promotion in ASEAN and the Vientiane Declaration on reinforcing cultural heritage cooperation in ASEAN.
Laos have proposed 2 priorities. Number 1 is under the labor sector area, and number 2 is under the culture sector. So the 2 priorities is approved and agreed by the government of Laos under the 8 priorities. But in the area of labor and culture, we have 2 priorities. So we developed the 2 priorities into Vientiane Declaration. First, we have a Vientiane Declaration on informal employment to the formal employment. So this declaration was approved by the labor meeting. 24th labor meeting was held in Vientiane. So the meeting agreed to submit to the ACC Ministers' Council's meeting on the 4th.
The meeting also discussed on the ASEAN Declaration on One ASEAN, One Response, ASEAN responding to disasters as one in the region and outside the region. ASEAN Joint Statement on Biodiversity for the 13th meeting of the Conference of the Parties to the Convention on Biological Diversity 2016 and ASEAN Declaration on the Strengthening Education for Out-of-School Children and Out-of-School Youth. Besides, the meeting was informed with the progress of the implementation and monitoring of the ASCC Blueprint 2025 and continued to discuss on the matters arising from the previous SOCA meetings.
And the second declaration we call Vientiane Declaration on reinforcing cooperation in cultural cooperation in ASEAN. This declaration should be ongoing and still in the process of developing, that we are waiting for the feedback from member states. Up till now, we received the feedback from the Singapore and also from Brunei.
The ASEAN-Laos Senior Officials Committee for ASCC, Pinprathana Phanthamaly, also highly values the successful outcomes of the meeting, which consists of strong cooperation from ASEAN member states, and expects that all of ASEAN SOCA will have a good impression, while they were staying in Luang Prabang, a suitable location as the World Heritage Site offers rich cultural and natural sites and good local food for all participants to experience.
On the occasion of the MS coming to Luang Prabang, they are also willing to visit the cultural site and also the natural site that Luang Prabang is a World City Heritage of the world. So they are very happy to be here in Luang Prabang and to test the food and also to see the natural rich of our country.
The 15th ASCC ministerial level meeting was chaired by Prime Minister of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Thongloun Sisulit, from June 4 to 6. The 16th ASCC Council meeting will take place in Vientiane before the 28th and 29th ASEAN Summit, to be hosted by Laos in Vientiane in September. The outcome of the two ASCC Council meetings will be reported to the summits, which will be attended by top leaders from the 10 ASEAN nations. Laos became a member of ASEAN in 1997 and first chaired the regional bloc in 2004, hosting the 10th ASEAN Summit and its related meetings. ASEAN was established in 1967 and groups Laos, Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam.